Isaiah, one of the major prophets in the Bible, spoke powerful messages to the people of Israel roughly 700 years before the birth of Christ. Known as the Messianic Prophet, Isaiah's writings, particularly in chapter 53, vividly describe the future Messiah's suffering, his ultimate sacrifice, and even his resurrection. Isaiah's prophecy was an incredible revelation of God's plan to save humanity, not by a powerful earthly king but through a humble, suffering servant who would bear our sins and be victorious over death. In this opening video, we begin our journey into Isaiah 53, a chapter that foretells the coming of the Messiah, known as the suffering servant. Isaiah's message reveals how Christ would be misunderstood, despised, and rejected by the world. Join us as we uncover how Jesus took on human suffering to accomplish God's plan of salvation, a message that would be fulfilled in his life, death, and resurrection. Isaiah 53 verse 1, Who hath believed our report? And to whom is the arm of the Lord revealed? Isaiah begins with a question that points to the disbelief that would meet God's plan. Who would expect the Lord to reveal his strength through weakness? This foreshadows the humility of the Messiah, who would come without earthly power or grandeur, yet fulfill the divine plan of redemption. Isaiah 53 verse 2, For he shall grow up before him as a tender plant, and as a root out of a dry ground, he hath no form nor comeliness, and when we shall see him, there is no beauty that we should desire him. The prophecy depicts the Messiah's humble origins and unassuming appearance. He would grow like a tender plant, a delicate shoot in a barren land. Christ, born in poverty and without status, came without worldly appeal, showing God's strength through humility and love rather than human power. Isaiah 53 verse 3, He is despised and rejected of men, a man of sorrows, and acquainted with grief, and we hid as it were our faces from him. He was despised, and we esteemed him not. Isaiah describes how the Messiah would be met with rejection, not the acceptance of his people. Jesus was indeed a man of sorrows, familiar with every kind of suffering. He was despised, ignored, and abandoned, yet all for the purpose of our redemption. Thank you for joining us as we began our journey through Isaiah 53, uncovering the prophetic vision of the suffering servant. Jesus fulfilled these words with his humble beginnings, rejection, and sorrow, showing us the depth of God's love. But there's more to the story. In our next video, we'll dive into how Christ's suffering brought us healing and peace.